So today I am here to talk about spring sewing plans, particularly my spring sewing plans. So if you've just joined me, I'm Rachel and welcome to Stitched Up. If you don't already know, the weather in the UK has been feeling very spring-like. We've had beautiful sunny skies now for about 3 weeks, although it's still been quite cold, and we're all itching to get into spring sewing. I certainly am. I think it's my favourite season to sew for, if I'm honest, because we can, really embrace the lovely bright spring colours, and there's just so much versatility in what we can make and wear. So I have been putting together a few plans of what I am thinking about sewing. As always, this is subject to change because I do frequently flip from one thing to the next, and the new and shiny always comes out that will grab my attention. So yeah, there's a few definites here and a few sort of, this is the kind of vibe that I'm going for. Now, I haven't got any particular plans for a capsule wardrobe or anything like that. I am wanting to do a little bit more on the dress front because I love wearing dresses and I love sewing dresses, and spring and summer is the seasons when, or are the seasons should I say, when I want to wear dresses. So yeah, I am really looking forward to sewing a couple of dresses in the coming weeks, but I'm very acutely aware that some of the plans that I had in February and March are still unmade, and they're still on my list, such as my Theas that I wanted to make out of the Maggie floral denim from Godmother. Still very much wanting to make those. I just haven't got round to it yet because I just have so much on the go basically. So yeah, but they're definitely high up on the list to get made and will be made up. I think that I want to make the 3/4 length version actually, because I think they will be really versatile for spring and summer, and I think that particular pattern of fabric I probably wouldn't wear in winter, so I think the cropped versions will work well for me. So yeah, they are definitely still on the list to be made. If you haven't already watched it, you will have seen, or you might have seen, my collaboration with Sam, which was the last vlog that I put out a few days ago, and that is on the Roan pattern by Emporia Patterns, which is those gorgeous barrel leg trousers. I definitely want to get the denim made up in those, the striped denim, I think it's called Presley by Godmother. I want to get those made, and that's going to be very high on the agenda as well. But apart from that, let me talk about what I've got in front of me. So we'll start with a pattern test that I am doing this month. Those of you that have been following me at least this year will know that a couple of months back I made a couple of blouses by Madswick Studio, which are the Raida and the other one with the big collar that I can't quite remember the name of right now, so I'll put it across the bottom of the screen. Well, Madeline, who is the designer behind Madswick Studio, put out a call for testers for her new pattern, which is the Beth blouse, which is this. And she's quite happy for us to talk about it. It's this beautiful oversized spring blouse. You've got short sleeve, long sleeve. It's got frill around the collar. You can put a frill along the front placket as well if you want to. And yeah, I am testing this for her. That's on the list to do this month, and the fabric that I have chosen to make this blouse out of is this gorgeous embroidered cotton that I bought from Godmother a month or so ago. They do this in white as well, but I really loved the blue. I thought it would be perfect for spring. So I've got 2 meters of this, and it's like a cotton lawn weight. It's in this beautiful sort of sky blue, and it's got this embroidered stripe detail on it. It's really pretty. So I'm going to test it out of this. As I say, I've got 2 meters, and for the size I need, it does say I need 2.2 meters, but I am hoping that I can get it out of this. I am planning to make the long sleeved version, and I think the long sleeved version, well, I'm saying I think, I honestly don't know because I've not read the instructions yet, but you can see it's got like a cuff around the bottom of the sleeve. I am hoping that that's elasticated. If it's not elasticated, I am going to make it elasticated because I want to sort of push it up so that it billows a little bit and have it just below my elbow. I think that's the kind of vibe I'm going for and how I would want to wear this shirt. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. So I have also got this trim in my stash, so I am going to do the frill collar detail out of the self fabric if I have enough of it. And I found this lovely trim that I've got in my stash. I don't know how well you can see this. It's beautiful. It's in this gorgeous sort of peach and green, and I think against the blue it's going to look really nice. It's going to work so well as a lovely sort of contrast. So that is going to go around the collar as well. I think that's going to look really pretty. So that is on my current plans to get cut out. I've got the pattern all prepared and I just need to get it cut out now and start on that. So that is on the list this month. Talking of blouses as well, obviously it's April, so it is the Sew April Blouse Challenge run by Gabrielle from Cloth Edit and our gorgeous Tamlin, who is Sewn on the Time. So they are hosting it, and as part of the Northern Soul Sisters, we are doing a blouse for that challenge, which I'm doing the Anne Wrap blouse by Lydia Naomi, which I will put a picture of here. The fabric that I am using for that, I have misplaced. Oh no, I haven't. It's here. Here it is. So this is it, which is a beautiful linen silk fabric. And yeah, we've got a Northern Soul Sisters vlog all about that, so I'm not going to go into any more detail about that, but I need to get that done this month as well. So they're high up on the agenda, but I'm really looking forward to making those blouses. I think both of them are going to work so well with my next plan, which is another pair of lane pants. In fact, I actually want to make two pairs, but the first pair that I am going to make is a pair of white linen lane pants, because classic white linen trousers for spring and summer I think are so versatile in everybody's wardrobe, aren't they? And I really want to make a pair. I don't actually have a pair of handmade linen trousers. I think I have a pair of ready to wear ones from Next. I just want to apologize if you notice I've got any paint on me. I've been painting because I'm renovating the sewing studio outside. So anyway, I digress. Yes, back to the linen pants. I want to make a pair of white linen trousers, and I love the lane pants because they're so flowy, they're so oversized, they're so wide, they're easy to fit and easy to sew and easy to wear. And yeah, I think they're going to work really hard in my wardrobe. And I'm pretty sure that Sid Graham, who is the designer behind that pattern, has done a vlog about how to hack them into shorts with a little frill around, and I quite fancy that idea as well. So I have got a ton of this white linen. I bought about 5 meters of this because what I can do with this, apart from making some linen trousers, is that I can dye it, I can ice dye it, I can dye it all sorts of different colours, which is why I bought so much of the white off-white. And yeah, so this is it here. It's been pre-washed and dried and folded in my stash since last summer, and I am going to make myself a pair of white linen trousers because I think both of those blouses will work so well with white linen trousers. And I think, you know, I've got plenty here. I can make a pair of shorts as well, which will just be so nice to wear. So I'm really looking forward to making another pair of summery lane pants. Now, there is another pair of lane pants I want to make, and last year I bought this fabric from Merchant and Mills. It's a linen, it's one of their striped linens. It was super expensive, but I just loved it so much. And initially I had considered making another pair of Thea's. I knew that I definitely wanted to make trousers, but at that point I hadn't discovered the lane pant pattern, and I put it away in my stash because I think it was towards the end of summer when I actually bought it, and thought I'll just sit on it for now, and then when next summer comes around, that's when I will make my trousers, whichever pattern I go for. But I think now I'm going to go for the lane pants. So it's this one here. I mean, it's absolutely stunningly beautiful. It's in this beautiful shade of orange and pink, and yeah, I mean, it was so expensive, but it's just such a gorgeous spring summery print that I think lane pants in this will just be beautiful for spring and summer. So they're my two lane pants that I want to make as well. And I think, you know, I'm just wearing a ready to wear vest today, which I think, you know, with those kind of trousers will work really well. And I tend to, as much as possible, when I'm making trousers, I will tend to go for something that's fairly neutral, because then I can jazz it up with a jazzy top. And when I make the blouse, I mean, that's going to be really quite bright. So with white linen trousers, plain white trousers, you need plain bottoms really, don't you? It's going to work. I could make some blue ones and that would work as well. So I tend to steer away from patterned trousers because I think it really restricts your options. But I think, you know, for these, stripes are a little bit more forgiving, I think. And I can wear them with just like a white top like this, or even a pink one, I guess. Navy blue, I don't know. But yeah, I'm just really, really excited to make those trousers again. So next up is another pair of trousers that I have got cut out, and this is a pattern that I'm revisiting from a few years ago now, which is the bob pants by Stylarc. So the bob pants are a barrel leg trouser, but they are an elasticated waist. They do have side seam pockets, and they're just easy pull on, pull off, basically. So I made a couple of pairs of these a few years ago, really loved them, haven't made them since, but I got this gorgeous, gorgeous sort of stripe woven fabric from Versa Fabrics last summer with the intention of making a pair of bob pants from this, and just didn't get round to it before the end of the summer. So I don't know if they still have this in stock. I will look for it and link to it if they have, but they had it in a blue colorway I think as well, and it's just really nice. And I think as a pair of barrel leg trousers, it's got that really sort of hippie-ish boho vibe, which I love. And yeah, I think they will be really nice. So I have actually got them cut out already, and I've got this bit as a remnant, which is going to be a bestie bag, because when we have remnants, that's what we make with them now. So yeah, I'm going to make a bestie bag out of the remainder of that fabric as well. Yeah, the bob pants are a very popular pattern by Stylarc, and they're really nice to wear. So I've got 2-3 different pairs of trousers there, summery trousers, which is going to get me out of jeans, which is something that I gravitate towards a lot, to be honest. And yeah, I am looking forward to making all of those and having a few more sort of summery pairs of trousers in my wardrobe that I can reach for. So coming back to blouses, I mentioned, I think when I did my Fabric Godmother unboxing this month, or at the end of March, it was this beautiful set of 2 cotton lawns from their website, which is called Dominique. I think it's the same print, just in a different scale. And the pattern that accompanied this fabric that month was the Paulette blouse by Fibre. And I really want to make that, because I think, again, wearing that with little white shorts for summer will just be so nice. So I've got this pre-washed now, both of these fabrics. You've got, I think, a couple of meters or 1.5 meters of the larger scale print, which is this one here, and then the smaller scale print, I think you've got 0.5 meter, because this is for the ruffles that go over the shoulders. But yeah, I really want to make that as well, so I'm putting that on my blouse pile to make. I don't know if I'll get round to getting that done for the Sew April blouse challenge this month, or whether it's going to be a little bit later on, but yeah, definitely want to get that made. And then moving on to dresses, there are a couple of dresses that are high up on my list to make, and the first one is the Emma dress by Silversaga Patterns. Now, Jessica, who is behind Silversaga, just produces these most stunning, beautiful, romantic boho style dress patterns. She's got a couple of blouse patterns as well, but the dresses are just incredible. I think they're based on, she used to be sort of a fashion designer and released ready to wear, and then she's made PDF patterns of her ready-to-wear garments from past seasons available to the home sewing community to buy, which is just amazing, so that we can make our own. I have made 2 of her dresses before. No, 3 actually. I've made the Juliet, the Clara, and I can't remember the name of the other one, to be honest, but I have made 3 of them. One of them sadly doesn't fit me anymore because I'm smaller than what I was when I made it, so that's very sad, but it just means that I can make some more, doesn't it? So I want to make the Emma dress anyway. I have this one in my stash. It's very much a summer dress, and I would love to make it out of like a broderie on glaze. I mean, I have a few Eyelet fabrics in my stash, but they're all white, and I'm a bit worried it might give like the wedding dress type vibe. So I'm not gonna go down that route just yet till I give that a little bit more thought. But I did think what would be nice is to make it out of a gingham. So I have this gorgeous black and white gingham. It's just a cotton, 100% cotton, yarn dyed, and I think this will make such a classic summer dress that I will be able to get so much wear out of. And yeah, I am going to make it out of this. The Emma dress has got, I mean, you'll see a photo of it here, but it's got like straps. It's sleeveless. It has elasticated channels at various parts in the bodice, big flowy skirt, beautiful. Not made it before, but I have the pattern, and I think a classic gingham will just look so nice in that fabric. I mean, gingham is such a fabric that works with so many different styles, doesn't it? And yeah, I think this is just going to look so nice in that dress. So that is going to be the first dress I make. I think that will be something that I reach for time and time again, and I'll get a lot of wear out of it. So yeah, really looking forward to making that. And then I pulled another fabric out of my stash because I've had this fabric for a couple of years now, and I bought it in the Viscose Crepe, and it's just sat in my stash waiting to be made up and waiting for the right pattern to come along. So it's this one here, which is another Fabric Godmother fabric. It's beautiful. I can't remember the name of it. You will have seen it because it's one of their classic prints, but it's this big sort of 60s 70s floral Viscose crepe in pinks and corals and greens, and these colours are actually totally against my colours because they're very warm and I'm a cool, but I don't care. I love this design so much, and at the end of the day, you know, we wear what we want to wear, don't we? And that's absolutely fine. So I have about 3 meters of this, and the pattern that I want to make is the Karme Apparel Sunshine Vibes dress, I think it's called. Now, I have made the top version of this before. I made it in a black eyelet that I got from Rainbow Fabrics. I made it last year, and whilst lovely, it was just a bit too heavy for my liking. So I know some people love the big boho dresses in cotton, but for me it just gives it too much structure and I feel overwhelmed in fabric, if that makes sense. So I prefer those kind of patterns to be in a much drapier fabric. So I definitely want to make it again because it's a lovely, lovely pattern, but I want to make the dress version and I want to make it out of this. Now, I think the dress version, it says it takes about 4 meters. I definitely don't have 4 meters. I've got 3. So I think I will probably have to shorten it, but I'm hoping I can make it work somehow. The sleeves are big, voluminous, so they take up a fair chunk of fabric. The bodice itself, not so much, but obviously the skirt is voluminous as well. But I think Fabric Godmother still have this fabric on their website. I'm not sure. So I could always just get myself a little bit more if I needed to. I will probably take a look before I buy it, because this month, with it being So April Blouse, there is a 15% discount code for Fabric Godmother's website. So if I get this planned out this month, then I could always take advantage of that discount code to get some more of this if I need it, so that I can make the full length maxi dress version, because it's just such a nice pattern, and I think this fabric in that pattern is just going to look incredible. So that's my second dress for spring and early summer. And then the last thing that I wanted to chat to you about was I really want to make a spring coat. So I don't really have a spring coat at all, as in I've got my little denim jacket that I made, which is the Sorrento. Is it the Sorrento by Sew Over It? I made that a few years ago now and I love it. But I wanted something that was just a little bit more, not as casual as a denim jacket, but just something that a little bit more, I don't know, a little bit more sort of, if I could wear it with, well, I don't know, just something different, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, I wanted to make myself another jacket for spring. And I am actually going on a tailoring course in May with the lovely Sam, who is Frugalissima, and Katie, who is behind, what is it called? Behind the Stitch? Beyond the Stitch? Something like that anyway. They are working together. Obviously, Sam has a studio in West Yorkshire and Katie runs lots of different dressmaking classes there. And she's running a course over 3 weekends, which is just amazing. And it's to draft your own tailored jacket from start to finish and make one to your measurements. So this is sort of like the next step for me, I guess. I mean, I'm not really a tailored jacket wearer, but I think I'm really excited to learn about tailoring techniques. And then, you know, once I've got that behind me, it just will, you know, enhance my skills, I guess, really. So I have signed up to do that course and I'm really looking forward to it. I might actually do a linen one, I think, because I think I would get more wear out of that than a proper sort of suiting type fabric. So that's going to be on the radar next month. But alongside that, I wanted something a little bit more casual in spring, and there's loads of jacket patterns out there, loads that I want to make, but the one that I've settled on for spring is the Sonny jacket by Tilly and the Buttons. Now, this comes in like 2 versions. You've got one that looks very sort of utilitarian, denim jacket style, I guess, and then another version she does with the big prairie collar, and that's the one that I'm going to make. And yeah, I just think it'll be really nice for this spring and summer. So again, I have chosen fabrics from my stash and I wanted to make it in a linen so that it's like a, you know, it's a bit more casual, I guess, but not as structured as what it would be out of a denim or a twill or a drill, something like that. So I've got this blue denim remnant in my stash. I made some Pomona pants by Anna Allen last summer, which I will be wearing this summer as well. I made it out of this fabric and I've got a huge remnant of it left. So it's really lovely. It's a lovely sort of just pale blue washed linen. It's got a white slub in it. It's really nice. So I've got enough here to get the Sonny out of, and I've got enough to make either the crop version or the high hip. Originally I thought I was going to go for the crop version, but I think now I'm actually going to go for the high hip version. I think I will just really love that more. So, and I think I'll be able to wear it more as well, I guess. So I am going to line it. Now I know that Tilly does have a lining expansion pack for that jacket that you can purchase, but I think I'm just going to do it myself because creating a lining is actually fairly simple. So I think I'm just going to draft my own rather than buy the one that she has. But the lining that I'm going to pair with it is this, which again is from my stash, and this is a brushstroke cotton lawn by Lady McElroy. It's been out a few years now. It comes in different colourways and they do it in different bases as well. But I think those two are just going to work so well together. I mean, obviously I'm going to go for the plain jacket because again, it's just much more versatile and wearable. And I think a pale blue linen is going to work so well in my wardrobe and I can wear it with so many different things. But the fun of having this as the lining is just going to keep my interest up, I guess, whilst I'm making it. So yeah, I am going to make that as well. And I think I want to get that made fairly soon because I want to be able to wear it. And yeah, I think that needs to be high up on the list of how I prioritise all these makes. I'm not putting a time limit on this, guys, because I don't know how long it's going to take me to make all these things. And there's a few other sort of commitments that I've got going on in the background as well. So yeah, it's how long is a piece of string, I guess. But I am really looking forward to getting a head start on some of these things. I think focusing on the blouses first, with it being So April blouse, is going to be important, and then I think I will the trousers will be very, very quick, because I can get those trousers made up in a couple of hours. So that is literally an afternoon or even an evening job for me. So they will be really quick. And then I think before I move on to the dresses, I'm going to get this done. Yeah, that is going to be what's coming up for me in the next few weeks, I guess. So let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you've made any of these yourself, what you think of my fabric choices and pattern pairings. I would be really keen to know. Yeah, and that's about it, I guess. So I am going to leave it there and crack on with some sewing, and I will be back with you soon. Take care. Bye.